Let's do this. What am I taking urban backyard camping in Seattle? Starting off, the phone I'm filming with. And then this little stand, which I take and I put the phone on to film. And then, let's just hop right into it. Big Agnes. This is a frying pan SL2. Two-person tent. This is like, it's been used. I've used it a few times in California, in Hawaii. And I set it up inside to make sure there's no holes. There are no holes. This is my tent. Then I have 2 water bottles. I might pack one more, but right now, I'm taking these. So 64 ounces for an overnight, I think, and breakfast, I think, will be adequate. If not, there's hoses in the backyard. So this is the first time through, so we'll see if this water lasts me or if I need to adjust course. I'm taking sweatpants because it's like 40 degrees Fahrenheit at night, so I'm gonna need these either when I sleep or just at night or in the morning. So my handy dandy sweatpants. Also, to address the cold, I have a second beanie. So I have this beanie and then I have this beanie. I have a Gordon Clan tartan scarf, and it looks like rain might be on the weather forecast, so I'm taking a rain jacket. Handy dandy. Put it on, has a hood in case I have to take my tent down or set it up and it's raining. Help keep the rain off. Then we have perhaps the biggest single item that I'm packing is my mummy bag. So I do have a sleeping sack that goes to 55 degrees. That's not gonna work when it's 40 degrees outside. So I'm taking my mummy bag. I've had this guy for about 20 years, for reals. I even took this to camp when I was like 8 years old. So it pulls out. I'll show you guys the setup tent situation, camp situation, when I have it set up. So I'm not going to take this out now. But this is the sleeping bag. It's called a mummy bag. It's thick, it's padded. I have a mattress pad. I am also not taking that because this is padded and because the backyard is grass. So that's kind of plenty of padding. Speaking from experience with this bag itself. Up next, what am I carrying everything in? I'm taking my 80-liter Lookout bag. Yes, and that is going to be Mountainsmith Lookout 80. So it's 80 liters. It's got an internal frame because this is an overnight urban backyard camping trip. And why wouldn't I need an 80-liter bag? I don't know. I'm not doing ultralight camping like I'm through hiking or something. So I've got a pair of long knee-high socks for insulation. I've got my toiletries, so I've got Q-tips. I got Q-tips, toothbrush, toothpaste, some Burt's Bees lip balm, and then some feminine supplies because you never know when it's gonna hit or if there's gonna be between period bleeding and that kind of stuff. So always bring a few pads. Always. This is a mantra for everyday life, not just camping. Then I have my Sea to Summit dry bag, which contains my YouTube template for uploading videos because I will be uploading just with my phone. So I actually printed out what I will preset the video description of my videos to make uploading. I have tried uploading from my phone before and it can be, compared to desktop, it can be, I use desktop on mobile, which makes it a whole lot easier. But it can be slightly more frustrating because in part just I'm not used to it. The interface is different. So having a printed out copy of that, so to remind myself it's gonna be okay. Keys to the house for using the restroom during the night. And yeah, I have I have gloves to keep my hands warm. I have a flashlight. It has a just like plain mode, and then it has a blinking mode too. So it has 2 different modes of operation. And then the bag itself. And this is my charging station. So it's a power bank. So I just plug my phone into this and it charges my phone. I have actually used this. I bought this for Ireland. I did not use it in Ireland because that trip is on indefinite hold. But I have used it. We had a power outage and I really wanted to write about this swimmer, Brooks Curry. And so the first time I used this was to power my laptop and my phone and set up a personal hotspot for the very first time in my life to write and publish about Brooks Curry during the power outage. And so I guess in some level this backyard camping is partially inspired by that experience in writing about Brooks Curry. So thanks Brooks Curry if one enjoys this camping outing. And my parents, they also inspired me with this. So, and then I have my charging cable for my iPhone in here, a little case, in addition to a Ziploc bag in a dry bag. And then I have a pencil that uses 0.5 millimeter lead, so I have 0.5 millimeter lead, and a ballpoint pen. So, yeah. And what is this for? This is for, I'm taking a camping journal. So I do, when I travel and stuff like that, I do actually write down kind of like the day's itineraries and different stuff. This has been used. So I have a gear page to make sure I have all my gear. I have my urban backyard camping Seattle, and then this is just kind of some of the things I'm doing. I have a list, page with the meals and what I plan to eat for the meals, that kind of stuff. So very logistical. Having it written down so I can see it is very helpful in travel and camping, or having a printout like I showed. Did I put anything else in here? I did. I have a first aid kit. Yeah, prepackaged. I have a plate for eating. I have a change of, so I have a sports bra, regular bra, and undies. So gray and white theme here. And that's, yep, just life. So then that's the bag. That's, I started packing it and was like, I should probably make this video before packing everything up. I also am taking, the mosquitoes have started coming out. So mosquitoes love me. So a necessity for camping is insect repellent. So I'm taking insect repellents in a bag in case it leaks or something like that. I've had that happen. It's no fun. More feminine supplies. And then my last thing is my bear canister. We have had the occasional bear and cougar pass through. We do have coyotes and raccoons and stuff like that. And so it's a better safe and tempting nature. So what do I have for food? This is not ultralight through hiking. So I have an entire jar of reduced fat Jif peanut butter. I hope I do not eat this whole thing. I have a can of beef, Campbell's beef with vegetables and barley. I have English muffins, so Franz original whole grain English muffins. These are really good. I have a grapefruit, a bag for trash. I have a couple of those, but yeah. I have some Reese's Pieces peanut butter cups. I have oatmeal packets. I'm taking apples and cinnamon, low sugar, cinnamon and spice. This is my favorite. And then low sugar, maple, and brown sugar. And this is all Quaker oats, or Quaker instant oatmeal. I am taking 2 packets of apple cider. I am not taking a stove or anything, but I do like to eat this straight out of the packet. I'm still a kid in that way. And then I have, this is breakfast. So this is a squirrel and wildlife trail mix, an ear of corn, and peanuts. And this is all for the squirrels. So I'll eat breakfast out there and give them their breakfast. So I'm packing their breakfast with me. I have some Crystal Light mix. It has caffeine in it. So instead of coffee, out in camping, this is nice because I can get a water bottle, put this in there. It has some caffeine in it and it flavors the water. I have wild strawberry flavor. So taking 5 of those. I have a bowl, so I have some soup that I'm packing. So this is a bowl. Yeah, Sea to Summit. I have a thermos, which I don't actually know if I'll use, but why not? And then I have silverware, so fork, knife, and spoon. So I will guess that I use at least the spoon and the knife. The knife, this is a 1/2 tablespoon measuring spoon. I do measure out my peanut butter to make sure I'm not eating too much, since it's a very high calorie food. It can be easy to be like, oh, that dollop is 1/2 tablespoon, and in reality it's like a tablespoon. So I just measure it out, because that difference is like 100 calories. So especially when not hiking, that's it's a big difference for just an eyeball versus just measuring it. I have another bag for trash and stuff like that. And I have another bag for trash and stuff like that, which has like a biodegradable bag. So like for the peel of my grapefruit, put it in a biodegradable bag, and then compost it afterwards. Pack out what I pack in. I have napkins, so these would go in the biodegradable bag as well. And then I have a smaller bag for whatever reason, that kind of thing. So that is all. And I have my beanie, the phone. I'll take a second phone charger in case one breaks. That's just or I lose one. Better to be safe and have a backup than to be sorry. But that's kind of it. And then any last notes before I go out camping? This will actually, I was thinking about it, and I grew up camping, and I've gone camping with friends, I've gone camping for work, I've gone camping for school. However, I have not gone camping solo. So this will actually be my first solo camping experience, which is kind of fun. So that's my gear video.